Tertiary institutions prioritize vaccination of students as they open for physical learning. The universities officially opened yesterday, 1st November, after months of closure following the outbreak of COVID-19. At Soroti University, the officials advise students who have not yet vaccinated to get vaccinated.
Nyene Juma Hassan-Communications officer for Soroti University. As we had the President's communication, the 1st of November was declared as the time and the date when students will report, mostly the university students will report. So yesterday we received students coming back for the continuation of the semester that was interrupted by the COVID. This year has been so much affected by COVID. Our academic year has been on and off, but the students are back. As far as the enrollment is concerned, we have close to 300 students, and it's not so much a big number, and all of we have a strict observance of standard operating procedures to fight the spread of COVID. We have sanitizers everywhere. We have staff that constantly encourage students and make sure that they wear the masks at all time. We have spacious lecture rooms that are encouraging students to keep the 2-meter plus distance as far as the lectures are concerned. We also have adopted the online lessons that are trying so much to help students to avoid contact. Most of the academic and administrative staff have taken their first vaccination or the second vaccination. So during that time when we had the lockdown, we were taking on the vaccination exercise, and so far we are properly covered as far as the academic staff and the administrative staffs are concerned. We have sent out information to all students to make sure that they come back to university when they are vaccinated, at least when each one have had the first jab, the first vaccine. We are encouraging those who have not yet taken the vaccination to go to the main referral hospital, Soroti Referral Hospital, or to Princess Diana for the vaccination.
The students were so excited to report back for physical lectures.
I'm by name Santina. I'm a student of Soroti University. I'm doing Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. When we reported to the university yesterday, the university administration and the task force of COVID-19 were very strict on the measures of following the SOPs as directed by the President, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and the Ministry of Health. So when we arrived, we all had to wash our hands. After washing our hands, they had to ensure that we all had masks and no one was allowed to enter into the university premises without a mask. And then when we entered our classrooms, our lecture rooms, they made sure that we kept a distance from each other of about 2 meters. And so far so good, and all the students are compliant with it. And my advice to all the students out there is that please, for us to continue being at school and for studies to keep on ongoing, you have to follow the SOPs. And for those who are not vaccinated, please get vaccinated. They made sure that they had to check our vaccination cards.
This is Juma. I'm a student of medicine and surgery. I feel very privileged to be here today. We reported yesterday following the presidential guidance. Much as we have been studying via online studies, ODEL, and we feel so much privileged because now the lecturers are going to pick on from where to continue from where we had stopped via online learning.
At Uganda College of Commerce, Soroti Study Center, Administration has suggested that all female students stay within the school premises and the male also allocated hostels to limit movements.
We have started well, and we have started receiving the students. We have started even lectures. This is our second day. We began yesterday. You have asked me about vaccination. Yes, we are receiving. We have agreed with the district task force. We categorize them into 3. Those who have completed the job, those who have partially, and those who have not. So the first group, we are also recording we are having a photocopy of their certificates. Those who have completed, we want to file them for record. Those who have partially completed and those who have not had at all, we are also compiling their data. Like you can see, we have them with us here. We have made arrangement with the district task force so that at an opportune time we shall either take them to vaccination center or they will send to us a team to help us on that. So today being the first day, I cannot tell you much, but I have close to 15 students who have reported and they have not yet got the job. But we are going to make that arrangement, and we hope they will also be like others. I'm being told that some institutions are chasing away students doing that, but for us we have already made that internal arrangement. Only that they are supposed to be kept separately so that we link up with the vaccination team. We hope by the end of the week this will be done. You also asked me about the residences. We are requiring that the ladies stay inside. The gentlemen, we have gazetted hostels where they stay.
I'm Ikiring Florence, a student of DBS, first year, second semester. Yeah, when the president announced that school, in fact, tertiaries are reopening, I became so glad, but when I reached here, I got again some things that changed, like students are supposed to come in when you have a vaccination card that is for COVID, and no student should be permitted in the compound without putting on a mask.
Meanwhile, in Kyambogo University, Soroti Study Center, there was a U-turn-up of students. The principal of the university, Engineer Ogwapit Moses Ereu, says that the university plans to set up a vaccination center for all the students who have not been vaccinated.
Like we were affected by the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, and then the president closed the country as a means of trying to curtail on the spread of the virus and to reduce on the death of the citizens. So we've been on lockdown for a long time, and it has affected the stakeholders here, the parents, the learners, and then the lecturers and the support staff. However, the president again opened up the country, and especially opened up tertiary institutions. And so we fall among the category of tertiary institutions that were opened up, and we have requested our students to return to face-to-face studies, which we are going to blend. We are going to have face-to-face, but also we are going to have online mode of delivery of lectures. So the face-to-face began on the 30th, and as you can see, when you came in here, you must have seen at the gate, the requirement is that you must wash your hands. Then you register in our books. We have the temperature devices, we have a medical person here who is supposed to scan our temperatures to just see whether we are within the limits or we could be suspected candidates of COVID. We've also put SOPs in our classes. As you can see, most places you find some washing points where you wash your hands before you enter a lecture room. And then sanitization, we are asking our students to carry personal sanitizers, such that when they are interacting, they can also keep observing their own SOPs. Sanitize. We've asked our students each to put on a mask. You are putting on a mask. I'm not putting on a mask because I'm alone in my office and conducting an interview with you. But I have my own mask, which I must put on religiously in order to ensure that I do not spread the virus to somebody, or they do not spread the virus to me. And so we all stay protected. So the guidance of the ministry is that we must observe putting on masks. We must also observe the social distance as required and guided by the Ministry of Health. So we've told our students as much as possible to keep social distance, even in the classes when they are conducting these lectures. As a university, we are bringing in the vaccination. We are going to have a camp, a tent there at the gate. It's unfortunate that it delayed. It should have been there by 29th, so that come 30th, when the students started reporting, they should have been vaccinated, those who don't have vaccination cards. So what are we saying? We are saying we want to manage vaccination as of our population here in the university, so that people do not give excuses. If you say you are not vaccinated, you are going to get vaccinated, we tell you, okay, you just go to the gate there at the tent, get vaccinated, you are given a card.